Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, August 4th, 2014. There is one item on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. with a salute to the flag and the roll call of members. Then it's on to calendar item number 1. This is a communication from the Mayor requesting the acceptance and approval of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 31, Expenditures in Excess of Appropriations. Dated July 31st, 2014, dear City Councilors. As you are aware, the City of Revere experienced a level EF2 tornado as defined by the National Weather Bureau on Monday, July 28th, 2014. The damage to properties was extensive in the central business district of the city. All municipal buildings are presently being assessed for damages. City Hall had severe damage to some offices, the roof, and its structure. Many homes and businesses were devastated. My great appreciation is extended to not only the city's fire, police, and public works departments, but also to the numerous state and municipal agencies who sent personnel and equipment to assist in the city's hour of great need. The cleanup operation was a Herculean task, but was approached both methodically and efficiently. Most fortunately and importantly, severe bodily injury or death did not occur during the turbulence of weather with over 120-mile-per-hour winds. At this time, in order that the city and school departments return to business as usual, I respectfully request that your honorable body approve the proposed City Council motion. Under the recommendation of the Director of Finance and with the approval of the Mayor, be it ordained that the Revere City Council declare an emergency as outlined in Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 44, Section 31, which allows cities to make emergency expenditures incurred in response to the tornado damage occurring in July of 2014. On Monday, July 28, 2014, the Director of Finance, George Anzioni, was contacted by the Department of Revenue to discuss the options that the City of Revere had available in accordance with the municipal finance laws of Massachusetts. It is his recommendation that the city declare a local state of emergency in order to utilize this section of the Massachusetts General Laws. The approval of this motion will allow the city to continue immediately with the cleanup and repairs to city roadways and properties without the reimbursement from the insurance companies and state agencies. It allows for a municipality to overexpend appropriations during the fiscal year in which they are incurred. Any unreimbursed cost deficits will be reported to the Board of Assessors to be raised in the fiscal year 2016 tax rate. Once this declaration is made by your honorable body, I will request the approval of the Director of Accounts, Mr. Gerard Perry. I wholeheartedly support the declaration of emergency and the utilization of Chapter 44, Section 31 of the Massachusetts General Laws. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Chapter 44, Municipal Finance, Section 31, Liabilities in Excess of Appropriations, Forbidden Exceptions, Section 31. No department financed by municipal revenue or in whole or in part by taxation of any city or town except Boston shall incur a liability in excess of the appropriation made for the use of such department. Each item recommended by the Mayor and voted by the Council in cities, and each item voted by the town meeting in towns, being considered as a separate appropriation, except in cases of major disaster included, but not limited to, flood, drought, fire, hurricane, earthquake, storm, or other catastrophe, whether natural or otherwise, which poses an immediate threat to the health or safety of persons or property, and then only by a vote in a city of 2/3 of the members of the City Council, and in a town by a majority vote of all the selectmen. Payments of liabilities incurred under authority of this section may be made with the written approval of the Director from any available funds in the Treasury. and the amounts of such liabilities incurred shall be reported by the auditor or accountant or other officer having similar duties, or by the treasurer if there is no such officer, to the assessors, who shall include the amounts so reported in the aggregate appropriations assessed in the determination of the next subsequent annual tax rate, unless the city or town has appropriated amounts specified to be used for such liabilities, provided that, if proceedings are brought in accordance with provisions of Section 53 of Chapter 40, no payment shall be made, and no amounts shall be certified to the assessors until the termination of such proceedings. Payments of final judgments and awards, or orders of payment approved by the Industrial Accident Board, rendered after the fixing of the tax rate for the current fiscal year, may, with the approval of the Director of Accounts, if the amount of the judgment or award is over $10,000, be made from any available funds in the Treasury, and the payments so made shall be reported by the auditor or accountant or other officer having similar duties, or by the treasurer if there is no such officer, to the assessors, who shall include the amount so reported in the aggregate appropriations assessed in the determination of the next subsequent annual tax rate, unless the city or town has otherwise made provision therefor. The provisions of this section, so far as apt, shall apply to districts and the Prudential Committee, if any. Otherwise, the commissioners shall act in place of the members of the City Council or Selectmen. And this has been before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, August 4th, 2014. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the Council.